Rose Wangari.
Hello, how is everyone? I hope that you are well and you are doing good. I'm Rose Wangari and this is Holistic Therapy. You are so much welcome. And I'm a therapist, I'm a counseling psychologist, and I do one-on-one therapy. I know some of you have been those who watch me have been my clients, and we have gone through successful journeys together. And also, for my followers here at Holistic Therapy, I can tell you one thing: you can never be in holistic therapy and you remain the same. So as I told you the other day, I have a master's degree in counseling psychology from the University of Nairobi, and I'm currently in the process of enrolling for my PhD. And I know that when I do that, this place and holistic therapy is going to be better and better. So I remember last time we talked about, in one of the videos, I talked about the advantages of journaling, and I received some emails, some DMs, and some WhatsApps, and people are like, can you teach us how to journal? Because sometimes you are going through a strong emotional experience and you cannot find a therapist to help you. Sometimes you cannot disclose it to your family members, but journaling keeps your secrets, because journaling is a way of you can tell your journal the issues you cannot tell someone else. So what is a journal? Maybe we can start there. So a journal, it's a written account of your thoughts and feelings, and as you navigate through everyday life. We all know that this life is never easy. Every day we face a challenge, we face something that sometimes makes us feel like we are going to have a setback, you know. Sometimes we get a very good experience, and we just want to stick in that, we just want to make that success a destination, you know. So journaling, it is a written account of your thoughts. So say like you had an experience whereby, let's say, think about your worst or even your best experience, or maybe even you're having a nature walk and there are some things you are watching, birds, blah blah blah, on the air. So what happens is that put those thoughts, put those feelings. You have lost a loved one, and after maybe you continue starting maybe the process of healing, you want to jot those feelings and those thoughts down, you know. So journaling is that act of keeping a record of your personal thoughts, feelings, insights, and more. So you can write it, you can draw, but sometimes when you draw on a journal and you don't write something, it makes you so depressed. So write, draw, and you can use your phone. You know, you can write your feelings and thoughts about a situation in your phone. There is that notepad there. Then you can also use maybe your laptop at work. Maybe even when you get a difficult situation at work and maybe you have a lunch break, instead of going to cry and do what, come and write down those feelings, you know, note them down. You understand? So keep a journal. How did you feel? Your thoughts, feelings, what insights, what lessons did you get, you know? So you can also use a book. Me, I use a book. You can see me writing down. Today I had an experience. So okay, I usually journal every day, but today I had an experience, and I thought, why not just write it down as I take this video. So use the means that you have, you know. It just make it simple. You know, when you make something so complicated, you're not going to go ahead and do it another day, you know. So it is not easy to journal, by the way. Sometimes I don't feel like doing it. It can feel like work, and the expectation of writing every day may even deter some people. But the positive aspects of journaling can be felt even if it's not done daily. If you can just do it, start with once a week. Today, like you have watched this video, write the experience you had today. Just start with one day a week. Maybe write for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, you know. So how do you start journaling? You can take deep breaths. Look for a place you can You can concentrate. Also, you can even be taking a good cup of tea. I think one of the best self-care methods is that every day I have to take a very nice cup of tea, especially after I'm tired. Maybe I have eaten my food, or even at 6. Now that moment when I usually have 1 hour of undisturbed. That hour is mine. It is not for clients, it is not for my family, it is not for anybody, it's just that mine. So that's when I journal, that's when I take my tea, that's when I take a good relaxing, you know, bath. That's why it's about me. That 1 hour is about me, and that's how I'm able to journal, you know, because if I can take care of everybody else during the day and I'm struggling with my own issues, I cannot be able to draw for you people from an empty cup, you know. So take deep breaths, you know, and you know, describe that experience. You know, what are you feeling even in that calmness? So especially when maybe you have gone through a hard day, let it all out. Write whatever thoughts, feelings that arise. Don't even censor. It's your journal. You can be petty, you can be blunt, you can be honest as you wish, you know. So don't try to be perfect. You know, a journal is private. You see, like the way you put your certificates private, a journal is supposed to be like that. So be blunt, be honest, be petty. Nobody is going to judge you. A journal is a safe space, you know. So how do you start journaling? Try it on a paper first. Write with a pen and a paper, you know, and this will help you process your thoughts better. For example, if maybe you had an argument with someone, maybe you are in the right and maybe you are on the wrong. So take a paper and a pen. How did you feel about it? Be as honest as possible. How did you contribute to that situation, you know? Because sometimes it also helps you to take responsibility of the things that you did wrong, right? So how do you feel about it? How did the other person appear? How are they feeling, you know? So add some drawing. Maybe you can draw how the face of that person look like, how your face was looking when you were arguing, you know. So go with whatever you are more comfortable with, and the way that is convenient. It's your journal. What is convenient for you, you know. So make it a habit. Pick a time of the day that is good for you. It could be you can do it the first thing you wake up in the morning. If you cannot make it in the morning, maybe because you woke up late, or maybe because you woke up on time but you have to go to work, you know, do it before you sleep. Also keep it simple. When you are starting something out, keep it simple, because if you give your mind a tank of information, your mind will feel unsafe and it will shut off. So keep your journaling as simple as you can. So you can journal a few minutes. You can set a timer and you say, I'm going to journal for 3 minutes. So set a timer. Ikishaisha, just cut your journaling, and maybe you can journal whatever is remaining for the following day. Make it a habit, you know, make it simple. So do what feels right. There is no hard or fast rule on what you should write, you know. It's your space to create whatever you want, to express your feelings, you know. So don't worry about spellings or sentence structure or what people might think. Some people may prefer to write only if something is bothering them. So, but you should also write what feels right for you. You don't have to only journal the days that you are feeling bad. Sometimes even when you have a very good day, write about the things that you are grateful for, you know. So don't wait for things to be wrong so that you can be able to journal, you know. So write on anything. Find a beautiful notebook, you know. Find a beautiful paper, you know. Find even those stickers, those thick papers, yeah. So get creative. You might not be sure where to start with your journaling, and maybe you might be reluctant if you are not fond of writing. But journaling doesn't have to be just about writing sentences. Try different formats. I'm a gospel artist. Sometimes the way I express myself is through writing a song. So you can make poetry, you can compose a song, you can write a letter, you can draw some art, or try bullet journaling, you know. So you can also find journaling prompts online, and that might also inspire you. So try expressive writing, you know. Write about an event that was stressful or emotional for you. Maybe more beneficial to your mental health than diary writing. So another thing that can help you to start off journaling. It is to have a gratitude journal. So give thanks. Giving thanks is good for your mental health. Start off by listing 3 things that you are grateful for. These can be small things like walking in the park, a delicious cup of coffee, or even experiencing good weather. So you can make a list of or write full sentences, but details can help you to relieve the positive moments of the day. How did the sunshine feel on your face? What feelings did the smell of coffee bring? Alright, so lastly, do not set very high expectations about journaling. A journal isn't going to solve all your problems. So it isn't a therapist or a counselor, but to help you to do what? To learn more about yourself. So if you are confused still about the things you can maybe start journaling about, you don't know how to go about it. What are you grateful for? So what are the challenges that you are dealing with in your life right now? You can write about the goals. You can write about who was Rose 5 years ago. Who is Rose today? Who is Rose? Where is Rose seeing herself 5 years to come? And what is she doing for her to get there? You know, put your name there. So what was the best day and the worst day of your life? You can also write about your childhood memories. That will also help you to understand how your upbringing was and how it is affecting you. Also, what do you do tomorrow if you woke up and you found that you had all the money that you needed and you didn't have any constraint with your life about money, about what to do with your time, you know? So write about your favorite memories as a child. Go out into the nature, write about your experiences. Describe something that you fear doing and write why you fear doing it. Describe something that you love doing and why. Describe yourself. You know? Describe your personality and the roles at work and home. Then describe yourself from the perspective of a close friend or family member. How do you think people see you, right? So if you wake up tomorrow having everything you want, what would your life look like? You know, you try to visualize. You understand? So where are you? Who are you with? What are you doing with your time if everything you had was working? So tell me about your social life. How is your social world changing? How does that make you feel? How are you handling it? Try journaling about your work and money. How do you feel about your financial situation? And how has your job changed? You know, try journaling about your uncertainties. Sometimes people have fears, you know, but you don't know exactly what you are fearing. You have anxiety, but you don't know exactly what is bringing that anxiety. So journal down your anxieties and try to understand where those uncertainties are coming from. Lastly, let's look about the advantages of journaling. One, just journaling a few minutes a day, it will reduce your stress, it will boost your well-being, and to help you to better understand your needs. You know how that happens, eh? So when you talk to a counselor or a therapist, or maybe when someone comes to me and they tell me maybe there are challenges they are going through, I'm going to talk to them, you know. I'm going to sit. The first thing I'm going to do is to sit down and listen to them. That's okay, your journal is not going to give you answers, but your journal is going to listen to you. In fact, you can even be more honest in your journal than you can be in front of another human being. So it will help you to relieve stress, because when people listen to you, your stress level goes down. Just imagine what would happen if you just wrote what is disturbing you down, you know. So journaling will provide you for a concrete method of learning who you are and identifying what you need. So journaling has a lot of advantages. You know something, when negative and worried thoughts arise, it is easy for you to get caught up in that catastrophic story, you know. And sometimes it is good to jot down those thoughts. What happens when you write about thoughts? Because now you don't say, I am angry. When you are journaling, you say, I am having a thought that I am angry. I am having a thought that I'm not feeling well. I am having a thought that I am frustrated. You know what you are doing by that time? You are doing what we call a cognitive diffusion. You know, you are distancing yourself from your thoughts, because let me tell you, you are not your thoughts, you are not emotions. Those are just physical symptoms. So if your mind tells you that you are depressed and ugly and ashamed, do not believe your thoughts. You understand? Your thoughts are not you. So when you are journaling and writing your feelings on paper, what is happening is that you are able to differentiate. You're able to distance yourself from what you are feeling. So I want you, when you're writing in your journal, don't say that I am ashamed. Just like I am having thoughts. That will help you to distance yourself from what you are feeling. So if you're talking to another human being, you will calculate what to say, how they might react, how they will perceive you. So confiding on paper can be a valuable alternative and a way to express yourself in absolute freedom. Nobody is judging you, you know, so you can process your secrets before you reveal them to other people. So confessing to friends or your partner, it doesn't have complications, but sometimes our loved ones and the people that we love, they're also overloaded with their own stresses, okay? So they can't offer the right kind of support that you may want. So, and that will make you feel worse because you feel ignored. So what you can do is that try to our feelings, sometimes they feel so vulnerable, and sometimes we can even burden the people that we stay with. So what I would do like to do, make your journaling a safe space for you. You understand? So that is your safe space, and use it well. So what are the advantages of journaling? One, you are able to discover yourself. So think yourself as a puzzle. You get to discover a different piece of pattern every single day. So journaling, it will provide you with that pause. It will help you to reconnect with yourself and to discover who you are. When you write, you learn preferences. You learn where your pain is coming from. You learn where your fears are coming from. You learn your favorites. You learn your dreams. You understand? So we are constantly evolving, and journaling will help you to listen, to bear witness to your changes, and to simply get to know yourself a whole lot better. So find your way to self-discovery by learning to journal. So resist the temptation of editing what you are writing. Just write as fast as you can, and don't edit anything. So another thing, journaling will help you connect the dots. So it will sharpen your self-awareness. You can jot down your feelings about a specific situation day to day. For example, you might write, this is what happened today. I'm experiencing these feelings about it. I'm thinking these thoughts, you know. So you are able to jot down, to connect the dots of what happened to your day. So it also helps you to express uncomfortable emotions. So journaling can help you begin and navigate difficult and painful emotions. So that's what makes it a valuable exercise, you know. So burying unwanted emotions and thoughts can seem helpful at first, but pushing those feelings away means that you avoid the pain and the discomfort they cause, right? Not always. In reality, when you avoid emotional distress, you intensify, because that pain lies dormant below the surface of your everyday thoughts until you can't keep it back any longer. So when it finally comes bubbling up, it may feel even more overwhelming. So learn to write. Learn to get those emotional discomfort out. The other thing is that journaling can help you to live your best life. So when you write about little things that add meaning to your daily life, it will make you to notice just how much they boost your mood. For example, if you have a good family around you, writing just about that, how much you appreciate them, you know, it will make you recognize that your life is not that bad, you know. So it will promote your feelings of gratitude and contentment. So it will help you to explore about what you love about your life, and what you realize that you may already have. You may even realize that you already have what you desire. All right. So journaling can also help you with your anxiety, you know. So you can cope. You can be able to explore alternatives to your anxious thoughts. For example, if you're worried about losing your job, your thought may sound something like, if I lose my job, I'll never get another one. After writing about your anxiety on paper, about losing your job, you can then write other possibilities. Like, for example, you can say, I might lose this job and find the one I like, or I might even get a promotion. What about depression? When you have depression, can journaling help you? So it has been, a research has been done, and it has been found that journaling, it keeps your depression down, you know. So if you start journaling, you improve your mental health. So you're likely going to have deeper feelings. Your deeper feelings and thoughts are going to be written down somewhere, you know. You are going to have a gratitude journal. So as we finish, let me surprise you. You know, journaling, it helps you regulate emotions. So some people, there was a brain scans that were done on people who wrote about their feelings, and showed that they were able to control their emotions better than those who wrote about a neutral experience. So that study found that writing about feelings, it's a very abstract way to calming, more calming than writing vividly. So don't just write about, don't just fetch something neutral and write about a specific situation, you know. So it help you when you write about privately about a stressful event. It could encourage you to reach out for social support, you know. So when you are writing, sometimes you can realize that, I'm off the hook, I need help, and you do exactly that. So there's several researches that have been done, and they show that journaling can help you. It can impact your physical health, you know. There was a study which was done on New Zealand on 49 adults, and it found that those people who wrote for 20 minutes about their feelings on upsetting events, they healed faster after a biopsy than those who wrote about daily activities, you know. So when you write about deep things, what did you find? What do you face that was difficult for you, and what do you feel, you know? You get better results than writing about your daily activities. I fetched water, I drank tea, you know, but I faced this difficult situation and I was able to go through it. That will be more helpful. So similarly, college students who wrote about stressful events, they were less likely to get sick compared to those who wrote about neutral topics like how their room looks like, you know. Also, women with breast cancer who wrote positively or expressively about their experience with the disease, they had fewer physical symptoms and fewer cancer-related medical appointments, you know. So other researchers have shown that journaling improves your immune function, believe it or not. Expressive writing can strengthen your immunity. It can decrease your risk of illness. Those who journal, they're able to improve their immune functions, you know, because it will strengthen your immune cells. Yes. So it also lessens the symptoms of asthma and other diseases. So when you write expressively, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, you know, it has been shown to improve liver and lung function to combat certain diseases. So it has been reported to help even those people with wounds. They are able to heal faster. Also, those people who journal, they have very sharp memories. So journaling, it helps you to keep your brain on top shape. Not only does it boost memory and comprehension, it helps you to increase your working memory capacity, which may reflect improved cognitive processing. Lastly, it improves your mood. You want more sunshine in your life? Try journaling. It is a unique social behavior outcome. So, because it improves your mood and your greater sense of role. So, simply, every time you start journaling for the day, whether it is in the evening or in the morning, always try your best to start with the things that you are grateful for. Because if you start ranting and venting on that journal, I'm telling you, it won't end well. So I love you so much. I hope that you have learned a lot about journaling. Now go buy a book and a pen, and always carry that book and a pen in your paper, in your handbag, where it is safe, so that at least if you face something during the day and you want to journal about it, you can do that. Or maybe you can even use your phone because it has a password, or even your laptop. So I wish you all the best. I love you so much. Go out there and journal. Are we together? Bye. I love you. Remember to subscribe. Remember to share this content. Remember to like. Remember to comment. Bye-bye. Bye.